Ms Legalista here with another Graceland video. And you may be wondering, well, why are you still talking about this? This is going nowhere now. The judge has sort of said, hey, we're going to do this injunction, but I'm not entirely clear that all of the questions have been answered. And part of the reason I say that is because when Nosany Investments filed this whole foreclosure lawsuit to try to get Graceland, they submitted some documents. Now, I talked about that in a previous video, okay? They're claiming that Lisa Marie Presley signed a promissory note and a deed of trust. And that was for $3.8 million. They didn't get the money, and so they get the property that was used as collateral or security for that loan. Well, there's an injunction that the granddaughter was able to get to stop this whole foreclosure sale because the granddaughter said, hey, let's take a look at this notary for one. Let's take a look at that. It's a forgery. She's claiming it's a forgery. The person who was the notary, whose name and signature appears on the document, says, hey, I've never seen Lisa Marie. I never notarized anything for Lisa Marie Presley. And I'm pretty sure that if she saw Lisa Marie Presley down in Florida and she was having to verify that ID, that she would remember that. I'm pretty sure she would remember that. But there are a few outstanding sort of questions about this whole thing because there was a Nosany person, an individual whose name was also included. And that person said, hey, it's not me. Keep me out of it. I'm not involved anymore. So if you aren't involved, who is running this whole show and using a name that sounds like it's your name? But then there are the checks. There are the checks. And that's what I want to show you in this video. And this is why I'm still like, what is going on here? I am confused. And if you're paying attention, you're probably confused too, because it makes you wonder if the notary's name was forged. What's going on with these checks? I want to open this up so you can actually see these checks for yourself. And I pull it open and I don't even have it open to the checks. Let's see if I can find the correct page here. They were just further down. Look at that. So here, there were a lot of documents included in this package. This is a total of 61 pages here. And this is the lawsuit that Elvis's granddaughter filed to say, hey, no, throw this lawsuit out because these are forgeries. This is a fraud. But one of the things that was included in here was this email from Kurt Nosany of Nosany Investments LLC. You see the email address there. And then you see this email to this person, Cheryl W. at usbank.com. And the email says, thank you very much as our company is needing ASAP as it is time sensitive. I will have to call our accounting department to see what records they have for the transactions we are requesting. I will keep checking back with you on this matter. Regards, Kurt. So he was sending that to Cheryl, and this is regarding request for records. And then down here at the bottom, you see the copies of these checks. Now, this is very hard to see. I'll give you that. It's like really hard. As a matter of fact, maybe if I get rid of myself, you can see them up close and personal, maybe. And if I were to get rid of the little things on the side, you could probably also see that even better. You guys, I should have opened this up the other way so that wouldn't be there, but let's see. There we go. All right, can we make it any bigger? Yes, any bigger. There we go. Look at the size of that. So if you couldn't read it before, now you can, sorta, because it's all smudgy. But take a look at this. It says you can very clearly see US Bank, cashier's check. You can see the numbers at the top. You can sort of see the date. You can see something there. I don't know. It's still kind of smudged, but I don't know. I do see 3 million up there. Looks like it could be 3.8 million, but it looks like a $3 million cashier's check to me. And then it says to the order of Lisa Marie Presley. Well, I mean, there's a name that matches there. And then if we scroll down, there's the second check for $450,000. Also, a cashier's check from US Bank to Lisa Marie Presley. So we've got two checks here that seem to appear to be made out to Lisa Marie Presley. So it makes me wonder, why the company said that they were going to maybe drop this whole thing. If you've got checks here that purport to show that there was some sort of transaction that went on. And then the other thing they included was this loan agreement. Now, remember, this is one of the documents that I said was a likely issue because of this this notary section down here. So who is the person who is signing on behalf of Nosany Investments and Private Lending LLC? And as I'm pointing that out, let me remind you that according to some of the news reports that I've read, nobody's been able to track down this as a registered limited liability company in the state that it's supposed to be in or any place else in the country. Now, that's what I've read. So if Riley, the granddaughter, is claiming forgery and fraud, it does make you wonder. There's so many questions that I think are still not answered with this particular thing. So where did these checks come from? Where did these checks go? Does anybody still have the bank records to show whether or not those were received into Lisa Marie Presley's account? And if so, what's going on? Where did these loan documents come from? Another thing I want to point out, and I shared this in a previous video, the idea that some of the notary language that's on these documents wasn't even really being used until after 2018. So the documents were signed, supposedly notarized 2018, and yet the language that's being used wasn't really in use until 2020. So some of these things just do not add up in so many ways, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. You guys let me know your thoughts here. What is going on with this case? Like I said, there's been an injunction. The company has put out there that they're not responding. Remember, nobody's answering the phone. The phone has been disconnected. The LLC can't be found. It just, yeah. So where did these checks come from? And I just don't know. You tell me, you let me know. It sounds a little funky to me. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.